Hi, I'm Melanie Dunn with the Society of Actuaries. So to show how much we appreciate efforts from all our volunteers, we're taking the opportunity to feature volunteers whose time and whose expertise has helped shape the profession and the communities around them. So first off, please welcome SOA volunteer Alex Knights.
Thank you, Melanie.
Welcome, Alex.
Thank you.
So my first question is, when did you start volunteering with the SOA?
So I started volunteering about 2015 or thereabouts. So I was done with like all my exams and tests about 2012, and I was looking into different ways that I can just occupy my time and volunteer. And then sometime during 2014, one of my colleagues said, "Hey, the SOA is looking for some volunteers for different areas," and and then that's how I got into it. So back in 2015 or thereabouts is when I started volunteering with the SOA.
Awesome.
Yeah.
So was there any particular SOA volunteer who inspired you? And, if so, how did that person have an impact on you?
So I wouldn't say there was an SOA volunteer that inspired me, but over the course of my lifetime, I've always been the type of person that always looked for some, like wherever there was a gap, I always felt like the need to to help people to do something about it. So I ended up being part of what was known as the JCCAAD, which essentially was a joint committee with the Society of Actuaries and the Casualty Actuarial Society for career encouragement among underrepresented groups. So when I heard about this particular committee, and just being Black and being in this field, and not seeing many people that look like me in this field here in the U.S., I'm like, what, this is something I feel that I want to get involved in, and so that's what more prompted me to get involved specifically with this committee. However, as I've been involved, from 2015 and onwards, I have met, quite a few volunteers along the way that are pretty inspirational. Top of mind, someone that comes to mind is Barry McCowan, who has been, he's retired. No, he was already retired while he was volunteering. And even before he retired, he was volunteering. He's been volunteering with this particular committee for like over 20 years. And I believe a few years ago he got the long service volunteer award. So and there've been others along the way that once I started, that have been inspirational to me, and I just want to help continue the work that they started.
Yeah, that's great to have so many positive influences.
Yeah.
So has there ever been an instance when, you sort of had an aha moment and felt like you knew you were making an impact?
So one of the major challenges, so with the group that I was a part of, it was all about getting the message to underrepresented groups at the right time in their lives, so that when they deciding on the college majors, that they would choose actuarial science.
Mm-hmm.
And individually, for some time, I tried to reach out to high schools directly, try to reach out to high school teachers, to the principals, vice principals, and that in and of itself was very challenging because they have full workloads, and in short, they're very, very busy people. So a few years ago, in Chicago, there was a pilot of a high school actuarial day. So what happened then was the then SOA president, Brian Brown, I believe it was, he had an idea where a university would host, a bunch of high school students who do math, who are really good at math, for a day, and tell them about the actual profession. And that started, I believe, in 2019 or 2018 and thereabouts. And based on the success of that, what's happened over the years, over the last couple of years, is that we've actually been able to, transpose High School Actuarial Day into other cities. So far, it's happened in Northern California, in Arizona, and one or two other places as well. And as time goes on, we're adding, the goal is to add more and more cities so that, we will reach more high school students, by having, what we call the High School Actuarial Days. So the aha moment for me was that, this is a really efficient way to reach many students, because the universities, they have the contacts with the high schools, so we can leverage the universities to contact high schools, get them to campus for like a career day, a field day type deal, and then we as actuaries come in as volunteers and we talk to the students about what it is to be an actuary. So it's been a really fun process over the last couple of years, expanding on the High School Actuarial Day. Of course, last year, COVID happened, and so we had to pivot how we were doing it. So we've been doing virtual High School Actuarial Days now. So as time goes on, I think we'll be doing both virtual and both in person as well. Once we pass the pandemic. So.
Yeah, I'm guessing a lot of us are thinking about how to increase representation in our profession. So it's really great to hear about some of the work that's already being done.
Yeah, there is a lot of work. I mean, that's just one aspect of it. There's a lot of other things that's happening along with all that. Yeah. So.
Oh, sure. Yeah. Well, and it's interesting to think how having both the virtual and the in-person format could even increase the reach even more.
Exactly. So. Exactly. That's a goal. That's a plan. Yeah.
So I guess the next question I was going to ask, but I feel like you've already covered it, is just how does volunteering as an actuary make an impact on others? I mean, you just spoke to that a lot. Is there anything you want to add?
For me, it's there's a quote that I heard of recently, right? And I'm going to paraphrase it, and it says, I'm trying to remember exactly how it goes, but basically the gist of it that is, if it's not really worth it if I'm successful and the community isn't successful, right? So for me, a big part of it is, like I want others to be successful as well. And, I believe that, one person doesn't have to be up, the other person has to be down. I think there's enough sunshine for all of us to get enough light. So I feel like, I'm just trying to do my part to help people, especially within my community, to show them that, hey, this is a career that is that it's a great career. It can help you financially, it can help you professionally, it can help, and can help your families and everything. So that's what that's part of what motivates me. And another part of it too as well is that I'm originally from the Caribbean. I'm from Trinidad and Tobago, to be exact. And when I look around, there is like the prime minister, the presidents, like all the officials and everything. A lot of them look like me, right? And over here, that's, I mean, to be frank, that's not the case here in the U.S. And for a while, I also used to volunteer with some kids as well, and just hearing them talking about some of the things they can and can't do, I'm like, why do you guys think you can't do that? Because, and basically is, they don't see anybody else doing those type of things, right? So just trying to do my part, to help the next generation within my community to know that, just to be an example, that you can do it too. Everyone has the ability to reach any way that to achieve any of the goals that they want to achieve.
Wow. Yeah, that's powerful. I really like the metaphor that there's enough sunlight for us to all get a little bit of the sunshine.
Yeah.
It's like maybe what you're doing is sort of building a skylight or something, you know, trying to get sunshine to just a few more people.
Yeah,
Um,
exactly. Yeah.
awesome. So, what would you say to someone if they were thinking about volunteering?
Definitely, I think find something that you're passionate about. For me, it's about improving representation, especially within my community. For others, it might be the education aspect. For others, it might be the research aspect. But find something that you're passionate about. And the thing about it too is that for society to really put it another way, we benefit a lot of the benefits that we experience as individuals of society as individuals in society is because other people have been volunteering and putting things in place so that we can benefit as well. So I think the onus is on each individual to find a way to give back to society. Because each of us, no matter where we were born, on what our circumstances were, we benefited from something. So each person should find a way to give back since they enjoy the benefits.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, thank you so much. It was great talking to you today, and I'm so glad you shared your experience with us.
And thank you, Melanie, for talking to me today. I really enjoyed our talk.
Awesome. Thanks, Alex.
All right, bye.